Oh. I'm running. Oh my gosh. No, 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 no! Don't steal it. Oh my gosh! No! He was 1 HP.
Hey everyone, Wicked from Wicked Gaming here. Welcome to the official Pubg Mobile YouTube channel, and today's topic is the laser sight any good? What is it used for? I get that question on the daily basis, so I probably know that you guys have an opinion on it already, so go down in the comments below and let me know, do you like it? And if you do, let me know why. So what is it? The attachment itself is for reducing the spread on your hipfire shots. So that means it's good for weapons like the Vector, the UMP, even the M4 and the SCAR-L for close quarter combat. So you get those shots in to the head, you probably be more accurate shooting at that range. I'd go less than 50 meters with the hip firing shots. Anything more than that, I feel like it's more inaccurate. The one tip that I have for you guys as well with using the laser sight is the crosshair itself is where the bullet actually lands, not the green dot. So be aware of that when you use it. But anything less than 15 meters for hip firing with the laser sight is pretty good. That usually means I can replace my vertical grip, which is mainly used for reducing the recoil altogether. So it's pretty much an all-rounder attachment using the vertical grip. So if you're like me and know that weapon is not much of a hassle with recoil, I usually use the laser sight instead, unless it doesn't have a grip. So let's go ahead and watch my first ever game finding the laser sight. I was so pumped to find one, and let's go through the scenarios where it was good and not so good having the laser sight on my weapon. And here we go, we are at Georgeville Crates. Make sure you learn how to fast drop, guys. 234 kilometers per hour is what you're aiming for. That's when you know you're fast dropping. And that is a Season 5 drop. It's no longer the dab drop in Seasons 1 and 2. As you can see here, I've got the Mini 14, and there is a late team dropping in now. So, I feel bad for this guy because he does land and we kill him. Mini 14 is not too bad walking around if you have nothing else, but you definitely want an AR. We're going to find the guy there, finish him off. First kill of the day for me, and I have the most weirdest combo at the moment, the Mini 14 and the SKS. Got my friend Chewy here with me. My real life friend. Always fun to play with your friends in real life. And I find a DP28 that I have to reload. So if you reload straight away, you'll get the full 47 bullets that it can hold. And unfortunately, you can't put a laser sight on this weapon. Otherwise, it would be pretty OP to have with a laser sight, because it hardly has any recoil anyway. So firing with that would be intense with a laser sight. So climb up the crates here. Luckily I wasn't fiddling around with my attachments when this guy decides to shoot at me. Otherwise he would have definitely killed me in that situation. So at the moment I don't have many loot on me right now. I've got, you know, DP28 with only roughly 60 bullets and an SKS. Not my usual combination. I usually like to have a SCAR-L. I do find one right here. Usually I like to rock a SCAR-L with a 2x. I feel like SCAR-L has hardly any recoil when I use it, and with the 2x it's easier to control. But here we go. Still looking for that laser sight. This is when the game just updated and would include the laser sight in it, along with, you know, the mutant. The Chewies are off killing some players back at the crate still. I decided to push up because he said he was all good. I did hear some shots over here at South George, so go investigate. And I don't have much ammunition. See a guy crossing, did a little bit of potato there. See another guy even closer and get a knock on that one. I decide to shoot again on the other team. And we pull out the DB28, run out of 5.56 at this point. And we kill both of these guys closer to us. Go for the reload, I had to retreat a little bit back so I'm not in line of sight. I only got 26 bullets left, so my plan was to go down and grab some ammunition from those dead players. I do hear some shots closer to the coast, couldn't see them from where I was. Getting closer now. See those two players, and luckily on the last bullet, kill the last dude, which was a guy called Wicked. Ironic. So I do get some more ammo for the Scarrel. Only 29 bullets though, not too much. So enough to kill at least one person. And I go investigate this crate, and voila, I will find my first ever laser sight in the game. Pretty excited at this point. Want to try it out. I think the laser sight looks really cool on the weapon itself. And to iron out the myth, guys, I'm going to shoot this guy. See, that was less than 50 meters, and the laser sight works well right there. Just hip firing. So when you hip fire, obviously it's less reaction time, as you know, ADSing in. So you get that little bit more of a faster reaction to shoot down the enemies. There we go. I use the scope in at that time. In first person you usually scope in much more than third person because you don't have much as peripheral vision as third person. You can use that eye, so you have more vision. But here I decided to use the laser sight, and that's roughly, you know, the furthest you would shoot from as hip fire. You wouldn't want to go any more further than that. But yeah, it reduces the spread and gives you much more accurate shots when you hip firing. So there's a myth that I want to iron out is the green dot is the point where the bullets land. It's actually still the crosshair, so don't pay attention to the actual laser dot. The crosshair is where you want to be aiming for still. So this guy down here, know his direction, don't know roughly where he is. I think my teammate Chewy knows where he is. He does mark him. That's the best feature that I've ever seen in the game being introduced, is that enemy's ahead symbol. And start to spray, I realize, you know, I think I do have a 4x in my inventory. I didn't think of it at the time, but I always keep a 4x just in case. I'm not accurate with it, but for long distance like this, it's good to have in your inventory. So see the guy, he was peeking in the corner of the building. A few tap fires. Start to go get a little bit more elevation. All up back, just making sure that he's not shooting me from the back as I retreat up the hill. And this is when I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to use it 4x now because I need to be able to see him at a closer range. There we go. Obviously the iron sight, sorry, the laser sight doesn't apply to the situation. Chewy does get the knock on him with the SKS, and we get the finish. So the laser sight there, not very helpful. It doesn't help you with your scope ins or anything like that. It's just purely for hip firing. Now we're going to move into the circle, which is fallen onto shooting range. And then we suspect there was some players in this house. And then suddenly we hear the shots. So I'm going to go back because I'm quite exposed, so I'm trying to find some cover. And we hear some Car 98 shots in the distance, so I'm going to go towards that fire right now. Still trying to scope in, trying to figure out where these players are. Getting shot really hard. I get tagged by the Car 98. I go over to the tower to get some cover for the revive, and I let Chewie put down some smokes. I need some cover. It's pretty cool, the laser sight. But with the laser sight, you're the only one that can see the laser sight. Your teammate can't see it, and the enemy can't see it. It's just purely your vision, unless you're spectating someone, especially if in custom rooms. I do see the guy to the right, and I throw a smoke there while I get my heal on. And go ahead and knock that guy that knocked me off early with the Car 98. I decide to go for the heal while I get cover fire from Chewie. And nearly get the finish on him and his teammate. They just get into out of line of sight behind the tree. And this is where I did a little bit of a ballsy move. I should have used a DP28 here, but I was like, you know what? I just want to try this laser sight. You can see I switched with DP28. I was like, nah, I'll just use the laser sight. My Scar. I do knock one. The other guy did get picked up and finished me off. He went for the hard thirst instead of trying to kill my teammate, and my teammate finishes him off. Usually when people see my name, they love to thirst me, which is great. It's fine. It comes with the territory. But as we go closer to the end of the match, this is where the scenario, back in that scenario, obviously I would use the DP28 normally. That would have definitely finished those two off, because I wouldn't have had to reload. But obviously you saw me switching to the Scar rail just to use the laser sight for the purpose of this video. And you will see another demonstration of the purpose of this video. Chewie does have the ghillie suit on. We did get a crate earlier. But as you can see, he sees the guy in the other ghillie suit, and I told him, you know what, Chewie, go ahead and for the content, go over there and try to use your laser sight. As you can see, a little bit far away. I think I'm a little bit further away than 50 meters. And obviously you'd scope in that situation, but I gave him the laser sight challenge, and that was just an example for when you shouldn't be using it. So with that being said, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you smack that like button. Subscribe to the Pubg Mobile channel if you're new. If you want to follow me, I'll have all my links in the description below, and I'll see you guys next time.